This is Deductor continuing the Star Traders playthrough with the Bounty Hunter, and in the last video we tilted the trade ban faction conflict between Steelsong and Clan Javad in our favor. But now Clan Javad hate us because we did some actions they didn't like. They think we're a criminal, which is terrible for many reasons, but the primary one is they won't let us upgrade their ship. And they have a really nice faction-specific defense component that I want from them. So I do need to repair the reputation with them, and the primary way you do this is by patrolling. So, but I'm not going to patrol right now for two reasons. Number one, if I patrol, there's a chance I'll influence the conflict back in their favor, and I specifically did those missions to make sure my faction, the Steelsong, wins the conflict. The second reason is we don't have any talents to help with patrolling. It's not a very efficient use of time until I pick up some talents. I think what the best course of action to do now is to keep doing some missions, and I want to get my engineer up to rank 6. He's very close, level 6, so he can get rank 5 for engineering. We're very, very close to that. I've saved up all this money in preparation for that event. And what do you know? We have a quest here from our prince. Oh, no, we already have the quest in the log. To go pick up a passenger from that other quadrant and bring them back. 60k. There's an ion storm in that particular system. But we picked up a talent. If you click on this talent manifest, you can see all the available talents that you have. We picked up a talent that protects us at least once from the ravages of an ion storm. So you know what? That seems like a good deal to me. Let's go ahead and get that started. These trade bans and alliances, while the alliance missions are worth doing, the trade ban should end and the alliance should both end in the next maybe year or so. I ran into a spy. I am just gonna... Well, I could demand some tribute from them for money, and they'll give us a little bit of money. It's such a small amount, though. So I'll just acknowledge them. We get a little more reputation. Oh, we got another... Ooh, naval achievement. That gives us some more experience. Hopefully it's enough to level my engineer. This is the quadrant with the rumor. I think there's an artifact find, more smugglers and stuff. And we're also not quite ready to do ship or crew combat, but we should be very, very soon. Alright, shielding mitigates the ravages of Ion Storm, thanks to that talent. So we can go ahead and land. Oh, and it got interrupted by a pirate of all things. But fortunately it's from our faction. Let's do... What happens if we do protected by trade permit? Well, or we could just retreat. I think this one's always fine. I'll just retreat. I didn't know that could happen. Ship struck by micrometeorites. 21 additional fuel. Well, we have to try to land again. Ooh. That's rough. Maybe these pilot tests are much tougher in a system with an ion storm. That actually makes sense. The component damages, we can fix that gradually. I'm a little more worried about my crew. They're fine. Let's just do one round of spicing. We also learned about a talent, and I'll go ahead and pay my crew. Please let my engineer have leveled up. Alright, my bounty hunter leveled up. Let's do a little more in bounty hunting. I might pick up a second job soon. I'm going to pick up this red badge talent to help with reducing reputation loss in missions. That seems like a pretty good deal. Another electronics tech. Having 2 of the storm shielding is always very solid. Static talks is kind of an interesting thing. We might spy occasionally, and getting another rumor is nice. But I don't think we spy enough, and radiation storms, though, aren't that common. We can always pick up alert scanner. This is just a nice, easy way of picking up rumors. That's probably the way to go. Gunner. Ah, there we go. I've been looking for this. When patrolling a system, remove a risk card. That's what I want. My combat medic has leveled up. Get another talent. I have a healing talent. And what else do I want? Toxin terror, that's not so great. Bio poison grenades. I mean, assuming I can hit with this, which is not so easy. Suture can heal the entire team. That could be very useful in the right situation. Vaccination watch is a nice, very nice buff. Especially against the Xenos. And I don't want to pick up any of these crew dog talents. Seems kind of a waste. I'm just going to pick up, or I can pick up this weapon skill. That's probably the best bet here. Since otherwise you'll be just doing a basic attack. Whereas with this, your attacks will at least do a little bit of extra damage. Alright, another electronic tech. Maybe I should pick up a second storm shielding for good measure. I just don't really think it's all that necessary. I'm not going to do enough spying to care about re-rolling, but I'll come back to you. My second gunner, I'll do patrol. Now we can begin patrolling Ernest. Having at least 2 of these supremacy of fire talent, supremacy of fire power talents will be really helpful. I might even pick up a methodical sweep here. Your charisma is terrible. Talk in the hall. I don't think I spice enough for that to matter. Thinking something like, or failsafe protocol can be decent. You can always leave some talents unpicked, which I think is what I'm going to do here. Because I'm not quite sure what I want, and my engineer of all characters did not level up. Great, this is starting to get a little irritating. I wonder, was that enough? No, okay, I was like doing... Is it because I just didn't do the mission? No, it's just random luck, random bad luck. We can start doing a little bit of patrolling. It's not a bad idea. Maybe we can go to this Kadar Syndicate planet and do a little bit of patrolling. Just trade away. But I kind of want to pick up some more missions. I mean, since we're here and since we have those cards, let's go to this planet, see if we can do a little bit of patrolling. Smuggler. If my ship were outfitted for combat, which it's not quite ready to do, I would definitely fight this. They have a very small ship, but I'm not quite ready to fight them yet. Almost, though. We are very close. Just need that engineer to level up so we can upgrade our ship. Alright, let's see. Ah, this is why the supremacy of firepower is so good. Unexpected ship could be bad, but pretty much anything we run into should be okay, even a pirate. This is what we're looking for, the plus rep. And these cards, now that our gunner have picked up talents to allow us to manipulate these card games, the ability to remove a risk like this marauding pirate is very solid. Once our ship is ready to fight, I actually won't remove this. Now I'll remove like another card, but for now I don't want to run into pirates. Whereas in general, it's actually a good thing to run into pirates when patrolling because you can fight them. You don't lose any reputation from looting pirates if you succeed. And just by running into a pirate, you'll gain a small amount of rep with that faction. You'll lose some rep with the faction that you're acting against, but the amount you gain usually vastly outweighs it. But for now, I'm not quite ready to do combat. So I'll go ahead and remove that risk card. We didn't get what we wanted, and we ran into this unexpected ship. Military officer. And it's that Javat faction who hate us. And you see, they want to fight us. Fortunately, we have that stiff salute perk, or talent. This is exactly why I picked it. It auto ends the encounter. We lost 1 rep. Thanks to Signature Jammer, we prevented 5 of the loss. We still lost 1 rep. It's not great, but it's not the worst result. Alright, now these rewards are starting to look very lackluster, and I don't want to risk running into another military ship. Oh, these are all terrible. While spying, I'm not surprised. I don't really have the ability to do good spying. Risk here is very high for some reason. Alright, so that didn't work out too well. We can check this planet. See if we can do a little patrolling or something there. Plus, I want to refuel. Powerful unexpected ship. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, I would love to fight a smuggler. These all look very bad. Well, we still gain a small amount of rep. We can just choose not to fight the smuggler. But the unexpected ship, now I'm worried. If I run into a military ship, I don't have my talent anymore. So I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah. I'm just gonna dock here, refuel, and let's leave. I don't think this planet was very good. Oh, we're not over 600 yet. You gotta be kidding. One interesting to note about orbital stations is you can always dock successfully. They're not considered planets, so it's very easy to dock. Navigation still save is ready. Good. Alright, let's go ahead and land, turning to quest. Gain a little more rep thanks to our talents. Please let me have gained enough. Yes! Level 5. Okay. Level 5 engineering. I'm going to go ahead and pay the wages now. Lots of level ups. Finally. The reason why I've been sitting on all my cash until I get engineer level 5 is because of one talent specifically. Assisted installation. Discounts any upgrade of a ship component by 10% plus repair skill. This will save a lot of money. The first thing I always upgrade, no matter what, or what type of ship I have, and I think this is almost mandatory, is the weapons locker. Oh, in fact, while I'm at it, I should buy some edicts from this guy. Because these edicts, the bounty hunting edict, will allow us to upgrade our ship even cheaper, and we want this at any to do good contracts for bounty hunting. So I'm gonna buy at least 2 of these. I don't really see a reason to purchase more right now anyway. Every rank of edict, which we're gonna buy anyway, reduces the upgrade cost by 1% with the clan Javat faction. So I might as well do that to save a little bit more money. You gain a 2% discount. Doesn't seem like much until you consider that one of these A5, the highest tier weapon locker, costs 142k. That cost is down from the base cost. It's granting us a 20% discount. I think the base cost is something like 170k. So we just saved 30k of cash from this one singular upgrade. So let's just do that. It took 3 days to do the upgrade, depending on the component. Certain components can take quite a few days. Alright, now I'm gonna level up everyone else. I just got so excited by that. You're gonna up quartermaster, another electronics tech. I don't know if we need more alert scanners or anything. Oh no, I remember you. I didn't need that. I have 2 of these supremacy of firepower. I don't want another one. I have effectively 2 boarding assault talents. I want something like targeting lock to prevent an enemy ship from escaping, like a smuggler or something. Navigator leveled up. Perfected approach is really good for boarding. I want to take, how many navigators have we leveled up? Just the one? Alright, since I might actually do some battles, I'm going to take at least one of these perfected approaches. This allows us to change range in ship combat. I'll get to all of this once we actually do ship combat, but suffice to say, this is very useful for boarding-based strategy. Alright, another evasive maneuver on my pilot here. Doctor leveled up. More doctoring, please. I'm going to pick Lifesaver. This is such a strong ability. That talent, Lifesaver, not only does it work in events, like if you do patrolling or blockading or spying, there's sometimes a chance your character might die if you draw one of the really bad risk cards. If you have that, I'm trying to sort here. If you have that talent, that character won't die. They'll still have like 20 HP or something at the end, but you know, they'll live, and that's plenty good. But the real advantage of this perk is you can always like avoid those cards in patrolling or blockading. The real power of this perk is in other situations, like say ship combat, where the enemy ship hits you and a character would have died. This will proc and save the life of that character. That's a situation where you have much less control over it. And saving a valuable crew member from dying is very useful. Alright, I'm getting rid of this gun deck boss soon enough. But since you leveled, might as well tick Relentless there, because I don't have... well, looting a captured vessel repairs up to 3 of your ship's weapon component. I don't think too many of my characters are gonna leave. I mean, that's why I'm not super excited. This might actually happen if I fight some enemy ships, but I'll save your talents. We're almost ready to fight. Not quite, but almost ready at this point. We just need to do a bunch more upgrades on our ship. Because I upgraded the weapons locker, now I can equip better gear. So I will go ahead and assign higher tier equipment. Just by upgrading that weapons locker from 1 to 5 will assure us that as long as we don't fight Xenos, we pretty much always win no matter what, because our equipment is so much better relative to the enemy's equipment. I just want to make sure I have good weapons equipped. I like this basic assault rifle, the Razor X80. Well, I guess it's an LMG apparently. There's a heavier assault rifle, but this one, the initiative use is much higher. Uses 14 initiative. I think using lower initiative is generally better. And then this interweave armor is not as heavy as this interlock armor. So you'll see for these armors, the primary stats to know is the ability to soak damage, and then this deflection and dodge. So soaking armor is soaking damage is, as the name suggests, it has a chance to soak up to 22 to 44% of ballistic or melee damage on this basic interweave armor. Deflection, now that's interesting interaction with the soaking. Basically, all weapons have a piercing percent. This basic LMG has a 40% piercing. It's 40% versus 112% deflection means I have like a very low chance of piercing. I forget how the equation calculates exactly, but a heavier weapon like the sniper rifle or the heavy LMG, heavy assault rifle, that has a 58% piercing. These are going to be much better at penetrating the deflection. If you penetrate the deflection, this soak does not apply at all. So in other words, if I were to equip a very heavy armor like this with 162% deflection and very high soak, and the enemy attacks me with a relatively weak weapon like a basic assault rifle or pistol, which has even worse piercing, or a sword or something like that, their chance of penetrating the armor is so low that I can basically ignore most of the damage they deal to me. If they use a sniper rifle, however, that's got a really good chance of penetrating even this very heavy armor here. But on my captain, because he's going to stay in the back and shoot, he's not going to equip heavy armor. Typically, the back position is relatively safe. So I just want to equip the lighter armor. You get a bit more dodge, so you have a better chance of just avoiding damage outright. Also, there's no initiative penalty. I do not want initiative penalties on my primary damage dealer. So now let's go to our other characters. Here's our spy, or who's going to be a spy soon enough. This is our combat medic. And generally on medics, I don't find the need to go a very heavy armor. You can pretty much only use the pistol. Like, you can't use these other weapons because you don't have the skill for it. But the stealth armor, the Grey Ops Sly armor, is also really good because it grants you a lot more dodge, assuming you have stealth skills. If I had 11 stealth skills, this would be a phenomenal armor. I just dodge everything. Unfortunately, I only have 6 stealth skill right now, so I'm not taking full advantage of this. The interweave armor is actually just objectively better. It's giving me 7 flat dodge and all the other stats are better. So equipping the Grey Ops Sly suit is bad until I get like 5 more stealth. Then this thing is great. I can also consider going to very heavy armor, in which case I should like take no damage, but I lose 4 initiative. I find in the very early game, there's no reason why I can't use the lighter armor. Most enemies at this stage don't quite do enough to threaten me. So I'll go ahead and make sure I have the interweave armor here as well, and I don't want that initiative to go too low. I want to make sure, ideally my initiative is 11 or higher on everyone, but I certainly do not want to equip the interlock armor just yet. Oh, you don't even have the training to do it. You'll have that training soon enough, but I don't want to equip this heavy armor right now and get my initiative lowered too much, and then you can barely even heal or do anything. There are the certain specialist gear that can be equipped to raise your initiative. There are talents that can buff the initiative and so forth. We'll be using that to get these initiative values up higher, and then we can equip heavier armor. Lastly, now the one character who I do want to equip very heavy armor on is my military officer, quote-unquote military officer. He only has 1 ranking, an engineer. This is because I don't expect you to actually do any damage in crew combat. You're just going to sit there and the rest of the team will carry you. You can tank for us with your heavy armor. And yeah, that's pretty much all I expect you to do at this point. Eventually, once I get military officer ranked up, you'll be able to contribute. But for now, you'll just sit in the front and soak damage for us. I can also make sure that I have some backup, someone like a swordsman here. Ooh, you actually have some stealth skills somehow? Oh man, you would be, I gotta put did I forget you had stealth or something? I feel like you didn't have stealth and you learned this at some point. This must be his last trait. It must be a trait that gets him stealth when he levels up. Because these are like the literal perfect stats for an assassin. If I knew you had that and you had stealth, I would have promoted you instead and made you an assassin who can be very strong. I'm not firing you. We can gain more officer slots and then you will be a very interesting character. I also want to make sure the soldier is equipped properly. You'll be sitting in the front using your shotgun. I can equip the heavier armor on you, but especially with you, I do not want to do that. I want to make sure you have the regular armor because your initiative is 12 to 22. And this weapon uses 10 initiative. So you are guaranteed at least 2 attacks a round right now. If I equip the heavier armor, the problem is you could start the fight with 8 or 9 initiative and then you got only 1 attack, which 2 attacks are just, you know, objectively better than 1 attack. You also have really high rifle skills, so you're going to hit when you attack. Anyway, I'll keep both of these. I like to have some backup combat crew. You never know when they'll be useful. So now we are officially ready for crew combat. set up all my characters. I put a little red star by them to indicate that they are crew combat capable. And now we can always filter to make sure we have them all equipped. I do want to buy some specialist gear for my officers and my captain that enhances their combat abilities, but that stuff is expensive. We need to save our money to upgrade a ship now. Alright, we should start looking to get into some fights because we are ready for that. I don't need to do this mission yet. We have plenty of time to do the story mission. I want to go around and do some other stuff real quick. Well, we're not going back to the planet of the Xenospore. That would be absurd. Upgrade. Our talent for the ship installation. Where is it? It's not skill saving, not shipping counter, not this. Can I not see that ability from here? The upgrade installation. Oh, there we go. Start point repair. Okay. Ship discount is not ready yet, so let's travel around and keep making sure that we always use that ability when I upgrade the next ship component. Let's just go to... I'm going to go to this planet, see what sort of orbital patrolling and whatnot we can do. And then I'm going to go to Steel Song Prime and see what other quests we can pick up. This is actually not bad to face a pirate once my ship is ready to do that, which we are not ready to do that. Oh, hostile military patrol. But we have a good chance of getting some intel. And we have Stiff Salute up, right? Is that up? No, it's not up. Okay. That has a 9-week cooldown, by the way. So nope, no way we can risk this. If we have Stiff Salute up and we ran into a hostile military patrol, no problem. We just use our talent, get out for free. So I don't want to do anything there. Let's go on to the next planet. Friendly bounty hunter. Just gonna acknowledge them. I could demand like 300 credits worth of tribute. Sometimes you can do that repeatedly and gain like maybe 1,000 credits, but it's hardly even worth the effort at this point. Wow. Smuggler ship pirates. I kind of want to do these as soon as I can fight, which I can't. Oh, more smugglers. I could kill my own merchant. That would be so wrong. From a role-playing perspective. From a power gaming perspective, it's probably the right thing to do. Pretty much have to refuel. Alright. Oh, I was really hoping these missions would have re-rolled by now. I feel like we must be on the cusp of having these expire. I really want to do that. Okay, is there anything at all we can pick up? I do not want to I can't afford to piss off Clan Javant anymore. Well, I can escort this person around and get the Tullens pissed off at me. Doesn't seem to be a good... We just don't have anything else to do right now. How's our talent for upgrading starships? Not ready yet. I don't want to just like sit around and do nothing. That's a very, very bad use of time. We do need more money. Let me pause the video here to ponder my next move. Alright, I thought about my next move. I think picking up the only thing we can realistically do is this mediation tour mission. It doesn't pay the most, and we even have to jump around a number of different sectors. It's very easy though. We just deliver this negotiator to these different places, and it will cost us some reputation with another house, but we might be able to fix that through patrolling and so forth. The main reason why I want to do this is just I literally have nothing better to do. I don't need to start on the story mission for like 35 more weeks. I don't want to do too much patrolling or anything. What I really want to do are more alliance missions, but I can't do that because I foolishly queued up too many of these anti-trade ban missions, which I shouldn't have done. That was a mistake because this would be what I really want. However, I thought these missions would have rerolled by now. Evidently not. So, with nothing else to do, I might as well get started on those. I've also decided that I will level up to get another alert scanner. More rumors are just nice. And I still don't know what I'm going to do on my scavenger. I mean, none of these are immediately useful. They're all salvage or explore. We're not salvaging. And we might explore, but not just yet. I'm also at the point of the game where I'm gonna actually fire that gun deck boss. Carrying a character who I don't need around reduces by a small amount the overall EXP gain because some of the EXP will go to you, who I'm gonna fire anyway. So you're like soaking up a little bit of experience from everyone else. You've earned 675 experience so far that could have gone to other characters, but it was worth it for that Snarling Judgment talent early game. At this point, I don't really need that anymore. Our ship has pretty good intimidate abilities, so I don't really need you. And if we fail a row or two there, it's fine. So I'm going to dismiss you, and I'm not going to hire anyone else to replace you because I don't really need any of these other characters. Might as well roll on a Pistolier for free. See what kind of a recruit we pick up. You're trash. Bye-bye. And yeah, we can leave some crew empty if we don't need them. There's no reason to keep them around. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept this mediation tour mission. I'm not going to roll any more missions here because I do not want to influence the trade ban anymore. And we're just going to do this mission, and as we travel to stars, time will pass, and our talent to allow us to upgrade our ship cheaply will come back. The next thing we need is to upgrade weapons. So that seems pretty important to me. Getting some of these better torpedoes will help tremendously. These torpedoes are also pretty cheap. I do want to replace this Star Shot Lance, which we're not going to use at all, with a Medico Bay. How much? Medico Bays are not too expensive and take 1 week. It also adds a little more electronics, which is more defenses. So we got a lot to upgrade here. The torpedoes, more defenses, that's probably the next priority. Upgrading these torpedoes will also increase our defenses just by having more electronic skill. So anyway, this is a good place to pause the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.